Hi everyone, this is Dr Eyetemou Miguel, your pharmacist. And in this new video, we are going to talk about a problem or issues affecting mostly or only women, because they are the only one who have menstrual cycles. For all those women who suffer from irregularities in their cycles, we are going to see in this video 5 things you need to do, 5 tips for you to follow if you want to regularize your menstrual cycle. First of all, let's say that in average, most women bleed for 2 to 7 days. And the length of the menstrual cycle is in average 28 days, so 1 month. But there are people who have irregular menstrual cycles, meaning that this month you might have a cycle lasting for 21 days. The next cycle comes in 25 days, for example. The other cycle comes for 30 days. The other comes for 19 days, and so on and so forth. So it cannot be fixed in advance on the length and the duration of your menstrual cycle. So it's important for you to fix that problem, because if not, it will be very difficult for you to get pregnant. So the first tip that we are going to talk about is concerning your diet. Are you eating too less food, or are you not eating enough nutrients in your food? These are the questions that you should ask yourself. We are going to talk about carbs. First of all, you need to eat enough carb. There are many people, many health care providers who promote a low carb diet. This is something good, but when it comes to your menstrual cycle, it is not always something good to have a low carb diet. It's important for you to eat enough carbs in your diet. On a daily basis, you need to have at least 45 to 65% of your total daily calories coming from carbohydrates, because low carbs levels might lead to amenorrhea. It means that you are not going to have your menses. You are not going to see your menses. Low carb levels might also lead to thyroid disruption. Thyroid, which is an organ found in the neck, it also has an impact on the whole body as well as on your reproductive organs. And it might also lead to lower leptin levels, which is a hormone produced by your fat cells, and that also helps regulate reproductive hormones. After carbs, let's talk about fibers. It's important to have a fiber-rich diet for your overall health, but too much might lead to irregularities in your menstrual cycles, because you might have lower levels of important or key reproductive hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, LH, and FSH. That will be beneficial for you, because it will reduce your risk of breast cancer, the most killing cancer in women. But this is also unfortunately going to affect your ovulation and might lead you to missed or late periods. So stick to 25 to 30 grams of fibers a day. Do not go over that limit. Let's also talk about fats. It's important for you to eat enough fat, not in excess, because that might lead to weight gain and to other cardiovascular diseases. But you need to make sure that you are eating enough fats, mainly good fats or healthy fats such as polyunsaturated fatty acids that we find in vegetable oils, or in walnut, in flax seeds, and in salmon. So you need to have 5 to 10% of your daily calories coming from those good fats. You need also to take in enough folate, vitamin B9, which is going to promote regular ovulation, and it's going to increase progesterone in the second half of your menstrual cycle, and that might support or improve fertility. So you need to take folate as a supplement at the dosage of 400 microgram per day. There are some fruits that will be beneficial for you if you suffer from irregular menstrual cycles. The first one is pineapple, the second one is papaya. So you need to eat more of those fruits. They are going to provide you pineapple, for example, with bromelain, and papaya with carotene. Those ingredients, those chemicals are going to be good for your reproductive health. And apart from diet, apart from food and fruits, you can also take some supplements such as inositol, which is a B vitamin-like substance, cinnamon, and also turmeric. Tip number 2 is to have a healthy weight. It's very important. If you are overweight, that might lead you to have painful periods, also irregular periods, and some studies suggest that it might also lead you to infertility. So it's a problem for your reproductive health, and it's also a problem for your overall health. So if you are overweight, if you're obese, it will be very important for you to lose some fat, to lose some excess fat. Number 3, exercise. You need to exercise on a regular basis. It can be cycling, it can be running, it can be walking, swimming, the exercise that suits you, because this is going to prevent or decrease the severity of premenstrual syndrome, which is a group of symptoms that you might feel some few days before your periods. Symptoms such as fatigue, nausea, abdominal cramp, diarrhea, constipation, anxiety, depression, and so on and so forth. And exercise is going also to decrease painful periods. But do not go for intense exercise, as this might worsen your irregular periods. Number 4, sleep. It's important for you to sleep adequately. So to achieve that, you need to avoid screen, to avoid phone screen or TV screen before going, a few moments before going to the bed. You need to avoid caffeine 1 to 2 hours before going to the bed. You need to perform exercises, to do exercise, but before the night, so in the afternoon or in the morning. And you need also to have to go to the bed at the same time. And number 5, stress. You need to manage your stress or to avoid stress. We all know that stress has a negative impact on your overall health. And if you suffer from stress, I've made a video on how to quiet your mind when you're going through a stressful period or stressful circumstances. So if you want to help the way you manage stress, it will be advisable for you to go and watch that video. Now, when do you need to see a doctor if you think that you suffer from irregular periods? You need to see your doctor if you have no period for 3 months, if you have 2 or more periods in a period of 21 days, if you have less than 1 period every 35 days, if your period lasts for more than 1 week at a time, more than 7 days in a row, and if you soak through 1 or more menstrual products an hour. Thanks for having watched the video. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to my Facebook and YouTube channels.